Red snapper season is short. I've got a handful of days in a World War II wreck, and I've got one question for myself. Are you here to hunt, or are you here to film? We headed out of Merle's Inlet to go to this 489-foot Tollin Classic attack cargo ship called the USS Vermillion, and it was sunk in 1988 as part of South Carolina's artificial reef program. Today, it sits offshore in deep water as one of the biggest wrecks on the Hammock coast, absolutely loaded with life, and it's a perfect territory for red snapper. Red snapper season, the water's clear, everyone's fired up to go out there. Stuart's ready to get his first red snapper ever, and I want to have it all. This time we were on nitrox, allows us to get to 105 feet on the Vermilion. Any deeper than that would have been dangerous for decompression. And the problem with that though is that the snapper at this site were actually deeper than that. As I'm going down the line and I've got my camera housing and I got the pneumatic just hanging on my chest, probably not the best idea to bring both at the same time. I knew immediately I made a mistake, but you deal with it, you move on, you see what you can do, go from there. We're going down and we're kind of exploring a little bit, trying to see what's going on, and we start seeing this school of red snapper, a couple of them together, not a big school, over the edge of this deck, and we can see a ton more just hanging out at the bottom there. Now, mind you, at this point where we're on this back deck of the ship, it's about 100 feet right there. So there's no way that we can pass by and go down there to get more. Naturally, we're looking around trying to see what we can spot and see what we can go ahead and go after. It's mainly hunting season this time. It should just be hunting. We should just be going after hunting. And so I grabbed my pneumatic off of me and I put my camera down, and the 360 camera was able to catch me, but I was not able to get to a red snapper quick enough. Stuart did. I got what I could on camera, trying to cover him, make sure he caught his snapper, made sure that it was on the stringer, and just helping him where I could, because it was a big fish. We wanted to make sure that he was able to bring it up with him in an easy way. I put the camera down so it's catching everything, and by that time, all the commotion made the other red snapper actually just disappear into the distance. It gets to the point of ending the dive. It's a quick dive. We're at a really deep depth, so we only have about 10 to 15 minutes. And we get it back up on the boat. Stuart is losing his mind about how happy this guy is. He just landed a snapper. He's up on the boat. He's hugging the thing and he's like holding it out to that guy. That was a trophy, man. That was it. That dude was super happy, and rightfully so. It was kind of the only 2 days out of the season you can go. It was a decent day this time. We went ahead and got in and got the fish that we needed to, right? We get out to the second dive. We're getting down there. We're looking around trying to see what we can find. And as we kind of get to that point, we're looking around and there is nothing to be found. Not a single school of fish, not a single one hanging around anywhere. We just kind of wait there for a second, and out comes this red snapper from below, super deep. We're talking another 20 feet deep if we could have, and there's no way my gun or his gun is even reaching that spot. So I did not bring the gun on the second time, so I decided that if I was going to shoot anything, I was going to take Stuart's gun and do it myself. It's quite a wild ride, because not only did we not see a lot of red snapper, we were looking for anything that I could take home with me that day. If he's got a red snapper, he's good. He's gonna go hunt some lionfish. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can catch anything that's worth a spit, right? As compared to a red snapper, because it was just not gonna happen that day. There was no way I was catching another one. He's over there just pole spearing some lionfish and being able to fill up his zookeeper. I, on the other hand, went to go look for like a spade, right? Which is super simple, or something like a sheep's head, anything that I could have got my hands on. Because honestly, I didn't want to come up for anything. I would have felt super self-conscious about that, but the fact that we were able to get down there, the fact that we were able to still go after other fish, there's definitely a lot of opportunity other than snapper to go after down there. So I did end up catching a few spade. He dropped me a lionfish or two when we got back, and it was great. But I kind of want to go back to the Vermilion itself. You know, you're diving this wreck and it's got so much character to it. You know, it's even got the big middle part of the ship, the big square cut out with the railing still around it. And you can kind of go and just explore different parts of this thing and really get to know some of the culture if you really take a second to really explore it. You can see how this 400-foot warship was now transformed into an artificial reef. Kind of got that back and forth look where you can kind of see things that were made to be what they were for the ship's use, and then how it's deteriorated over time, right? So it's really neat to be able to see the transition there. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't really pissed about not bringing back a red snapper. You know, the year before, they canceled it completely because of weather, and so they didn't open it up for another 2 days. There was no possibility, no option, no even thought about actually catching one the year before the previous years. And this is like one chance that I possibly had to be able to capture red snapper. Red snapper season gave us a clear, massive wreck and some beautiful images of some fish and a clear reminder of why I'm down there in the first place. My job that I want to have with this has to be fully encapsulated into storytelling and be able to showcase some of the things that end up happening on these wrecks and some of the things that I'm really excited to showcase my skills and what I can do to be able to share stories with underwater filmmaking in general. And to be able to hone in some of that is super important for me to make sure that I'm not only working on my own skills with my connections at the same time. If you have any kind of underwater documentary work that is in your area that you think a wreck or a conservation point needs to be told, let me know. I want to know about it so that we can possibly work together, collaborate, and make something happen. If you want more wrecks, sharks, spearfishing, and all sorts of other conservation stories, hit the subscribe button below. Let me know what stories you guys have got going on and showcase a little bit about what we could be doing to better our environment in general. I hope you guys dive right in. See you on the next episode. Peace.